Hey y'all, welcome back to Pullman Recipes. Today we're going to try something new. Got my mixer out, got 1.5 cups of warm water here. We're gonna warm up some milk. We need 1/4 and 1/8 cup, which is very strange, but I will figure it out. Gonna warm this up and add my yeast and sugar. We're going to make a Pullman loaf bread. It's gonna be a square sandwich loaf. All right, y'all, I've got 1.5 cups here. It's pretty warm. Got 1/4 cup of milk. We're going to add that in, and we need 1/8 cup. So I'm just gonna half this quarter, eyeball it. We're gonna add that in here, and hopefully it's warm enough. Check the temp. 95, not bad. We'll stick with that. All right, y'all. So the recipe called for 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. I am 1.5ing the recipe. Should I just use 2 1/4 or should I do 3.5? That's a lot of yeast and it'll probably rise really quick. So I'm gonna do like 2 1/3, 2.5 to 2/4. We're gonna give it a try, and we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2, 3. Just shy of 3 tablespoons, no biggie. We're gonna try to mix this up a little bit and let it rest in the microwave because it's a warm spot. And spill a little also. Let's try to get that yeast moisturized. All right, we're gonna let that set. All right, y'all, it's been just about 5 minutes on this yeast mixture. We're gonna pour it into our mixer. If I can get it. We're gonna add 1 cup of flour at a time. I'm using bread flour, and I need 2 1/4 teaspoons of salt. 2 1/4 teaspoons of salt. Raise her up. We're gonna mix it for just a minute before we start adding more flour, 1 cup at a time. Y'all, I forgot to add the butter. I have 6 tablespoons of butter here, softened. Add all that in, and then we will mix it for 30 seconds now before we scrape down and add more flour. Alright, there's not much to scrape down. She said there might be some butter. No biggie, just keep going. Alright, this is 2 cups. 2 cups of flour, mix again. I'm gonna scrape down the sides before I add more flour. Looking good. We're on 3 cups here. I might add the 4th. And I am using bread flour again. She says you could use bread or all-purpose. I'm at 4 cups out of 4 and 5/6. I know, weird measurements. I'm doing a 1.5, so we'll see what happens. It's all an experiment, y'all. It's pulled away from the sides. I've got some bits on my spatula, so I'm just gonna scrape the sides down and get the bits off my spat. I probably can add more flour. It's pretty sticky, but I will knead it. It says about 5 to 8 minutes, and we'll knead it and check it out. I'll sprinkle in some flour if need be. Keep going. Alright, y'all, it's still pretty sticky. It's been in there for 5-ish minutes. I need 1/8 less than a cup on my recipe. Had about a little over 3/4. I probably added 1/4. We'll keep trying. We'll check that out. Keep kneading it. That looks really good. Way better. It's pulling away from the sides. I'm gonna scoop this. I'm gonna scrape this dough down. Get her off the hook because it's just gonna keep inching up. Scrape away a little bit. Can't see this other side, but that's okay. I got this Pullman pan because I want to try to make this bread for my family. My family loves bread. I was never a white Wonder Bread gal, and growing up, we didn't really have that, but my husband's family did. My husband grew up on that and he loves it, so we're gonna give it a try. And if you look at the bread at the grocery store, you can see that it has lines on it just like the pan, so I'm very interested to see what happens. All right, y'all, we're gonna keep kneading this for a minute or two because I've been messing with it a little bit. It's really coming along though. It's coming together and almost done. All right, y'all, looks really good. It's actually not too sticky. Oh boy. And then I ripped some off. It might need to knead more. Might need to knead it. Buttery again. This is what you call the window pane test. I'm trying to see if it'll be like stretch to where you can see through it. But looks like that's not the case. Almost there. Might need to knead it a little longer. I think I'll scrape this down and knead it for a few more minutes. I only use the dough hook on 1 or 2, the first or second notch, because I don't want to bust up my KitchenAid. We're gonna do it at least 2 more minutes on 2. Alright, y'all. It looks super smooth, not too sticky now. Still rips a little bit, but let's check it out. I might need it a little longer. Well, it's almost there. Just to be safe. Might not be kneading my dough enough. Let's see. I think we could benefit from doing it a little longer. Let's do it a little longer. Oh boy. Doesn't feel too dry, so that's good. Alright, y'all, it's been 3-ish minutes. Let's feel it. I might have to hand knead it a little bit myself. It's coming together way better, but let's get this scraped down. I'll do it up a little bit myself. Even just doing a couple stretch and folds or kneads helps a lot. There's a little butter up there. Weird. Never tried this recipe. I'm excited. Hopefully it turns out good. I'm gonna knead it for a second. Alright, y'all, here's the dough now. Let's check out the... Still pulls a bit. It's a lot more elastic. Look at that. Way more elastic. It's way stretchier. I can see through it here. See how it's like gray? Way better. Perfect. All I did was a couple little push. Just wrap it around each other and push. And you get a nice ball. Very easy. You don't have to put your whole body into it. Just a couple little boom and you got a beautiful dough. I'm going to put it into a smaller bowl so we know when it's doubled. Easy, tiger. So when it's exploding over the sides pretty good, should be doubled. I'm gonna get these little bits out. We'll set it in a warm spot and it hopefully will be risen, doubled in like 2 hours. All right, y'all, this is the dough after it has risen for about 1 hour. I don't grease it and it unsticks like a dream. I punch the dough down, it's exploding out of the bowl and the saran wrap is holding her in. I get every single bit of it out. Then I just give her a little stretch, roll it semi-thin. I want it about the same size as the loaf pan I'm using. I just roll her up nice and tight, pinch the seams, and I want to lay it in this pan as flat as I can get. I compress it down to see if I can form it to a similar size so it fills all those crevasses, y'all. We want it filled. I just slip that lid back on and I want to bake it when it's about 1 inch from the top. It overproofed a little bit because I got busy in the kitchen, but all is well, y'all. I believe I baked it at 375 for 35 to 40 minutes. It's beautiful, and the temperature, you want it 190 to 210, give or take. So that is what I did. I started off with my brown bread knife and with smaller teeth. It was so soft it didn't want to cut. So I switched to my black bread knife with bigger teeth. It cut like a dream. It's beautiful. Tastes just like a delicious homemade yeast bread that you want to have with a beef stew or a soup or a delicious sandwich. It's absolutely incredible. We appreciate y'all for joining us in our kitchen. If you enjoyed, consider giving this video a like, letting us know what you think down below, and subscribing for more. Thanks for joining us, y'all. Bon appetit! See you guys soon, and check out the description for the recipe. Next time, I might try a single recipe. We'll see what happens. It's all an experiment. Learning new things in the kitchen, y'all. See you soon.